Wish you warm welcome. In today's full body yoga practice, we'll focus on strengthening core. Core includes your abdominal muscles, your lower back, your hips, your glutes, pelvic floor. I'll be using few props here, skipping rope and a canvas belt. If you don't have skipping rope, don't worry about it. And for canvas belt, you can use a thin piece of cloth as a substitute. If you don't have your props nearby, pause the video now and grab them. Let's start our warm-up with a spot jog. Bring your attention to your breath. Let it be natural. Keep going. Observe your shoulders. See if you are lifting them towards the ears. If so, allow your shoulders to go down towards the crown. Landing on the balls of your feet and your toes. Few more seconds here. Pause. Feet are hip width apart. Stand in Tadasana. We'll take few breaths here. Arms at your sides. Let the fingers extend towards the ground. And along with your fingers, bring your thumbs in line with your other fingers. Pay attention to your body weight on your feet. Let it be even across the feet. See if you are heavy on your heels or the balls of your feet. If so, adjust the body weight. Release. Next, raising your leg across the body like this. Like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now we'll engage the arms from the next iteration. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now let's engage the breath. When you raise your knee, exhale. Do it through your nose. That means exhale through your nose. If for some reason you can't, then exhale through your mouth like this. Otherwise, exhale through your nose. Last few iterations here. Let the arms go straight. Keep them straight at the elbows. Let the fingers extend. Raise your knee as high as you can. Once more, relax your face. Gentle smile on the face. Last iteration here. 1, 2. Pause. Come back to Tadasana with feet hip width apart. Bring your attention back to your breath. Scan your body. Lift through the chest. Have a broad and wide chest, inner shoulders going away from each other. Create some length from your neck to your outer shoulders. That means you visualize that you are extending your shoulders out towards the sides. Release. Next, 100 skips. If you don't have a skipping rope, just visualize that you are holding one in your hand and you will skip with that visual like this. Okay? If you have one, it's time to grab skipping rope. Let's do it together. 100 skips. If you stumble in between, try to recover quickly and keep going. Let's start. Pay attention to the landing of your feet. Just have a look at your feet if you can. Make sure your feet are not curled in. Keep going. Keep breathing. $50, $60, $70, $80, last $20, $90, last $10. Come on, you can do this. Pause. Well done. Move the rope aside. Come at the center of your mat and stand in Tadasana. Observe the changes. Experience where you feel the breath. Experience the movement in your chest, in your abdomen, in your shoulders. Last 2 breaths here. Release and relax. The last exercise of today's warm-up is small sequence. Come at the front of your mat. Stand with feet hip width apart in Tadasana, arms at your sides. Inhale and raise your arms up. Exhale and bend forward with legs bent. Bring your hands to the mat. Then inhale and walk your legs back. Come to high plank position. Take normal breath here. Exhale and go to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Normal breath. On next exhale, walk your legs towards your hands and come to forward bend. Maintain the legs straight. Open the back of your knees to the extent you can. Hands on the ground, or they can be on your legs, or you can fold your arms. Inhale and roll yourself up under control. Be very gentle when you come up. Experience each vertebrae unfolding. Back to Tadasana mountain pose. Now you know the drill. Now you know the sequence. Let's do 4 more rounds of the same sequence. Inhale and raise your arms up. Exhale and bend forward. Bring your hands onto the ground. Legs can be bent or straight, your choice. Inhale and go to high plank position. When you are in high plank, make sure your hips are not going towards the ground and abdomen is slightly engaged. Normal breath. Exhale as you go to downward dog. On next exhale, walk your legs towards your hands. Come to forward bend, Uttanasana. Inhale as you roll yourself up. Be gentle when you come up. Back to mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale and raise your arms up. Exhale and bend forward. Bring your hands on the mat. Inhale and go to plank position. Normal breath here. Exhale and go to downward dog. Exhale as you walk your legs towards your hand. Come to forward bend. Inhale and gently come up. Back to mountain pose. Last round. Inhale and raise your arms. Make sure your arms are straight. Allow your fingers to lengthen. Exhale as you bend forward under control. Inhale and go to high plank position. Normal breath here. On next exhale, go to downward dog. Exhale and walk your legs forward. Come to forward bend and bring yourself up under control. Back to mountain pose. Looking straight. Maintain the natural breath. Arms straight at the sides. Lift through the chest. Allow the inner shoulders to go away from each other. Make sure you're pressing inner and outer edges of your feet evenly onto the ground, and you're not heavy at any one side of your feet. You're spreading the body weight evenly between toes, balls of your feet and your heels. Release and relax. Come at the center of your mat. In the next section of today's practice, we'll focus on traditional asana or its variation. Starting with Jatara Parivartanasana variation. Come on the mat in lying position, lie on your back. Bring the soles of your feet close to your hips. Bring your arms in line with your shoulders, palms facing towards the ground. Raise your knees so that your knees are over your hips. Knees together, feet together. When you are ready, move your legs while maintaining the alignment towards the right side and bring them all the way towards the ground. Stay here for a moment. Slowly raise your legs up. Go towards opposite side. Bring your legs all the way down on the ground. Keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. Back to the center. Move towards the right. Maintain the natural breath. Come back to the center. Go towards the left. Back to the center. We'll do 4 more rounds here, bit faster now, and not touching the leg to the ground. Go towards the right. Go up to the ground but without touching the legs to the ground. Lift them up, back to the center, then go towards the left. Then come back to the center, 3 more rounds. Now you know the drill. Maintain the knees together, feet together. Last 2 rounds. When you finish, bring your soles of your feet onto the ground next to your hips, arms at your sides. Straighten your legs, wiggle your legs side by side to release any tension or tightness. Pay attention to the breath, don't hold your breath. Pause and grab a belt, the canvas belt or the thin piece of cloth. that you have. Bend both the legs and raise your right leg and wrap a belt around your right foot roughly where heel meets the arch. Then with your right hand grab both the ends of the belt, bringing your left arm in line with your left shoulder, palm facing towards the ground. Now while maintaining this alignment, move that right shoulder down towards the ground, not lifting up towards your ears, let it go down towards the ground. And feel free to slide a hand on the belt more towards the ground so that you can lower your right shoulder down towards the ground, maintaining that lift in the chest. Now straighten your left leg. Don't hold the breath. If this is going well, lower your right leg out to the side to the extent you can. Don't overdo it. Make sure you go up to the extent you can and then come up. So when you lower your right leg down towards the ground, don't let it be dull. Imagine that you are pulling your leg back into your hip joint, your hip socket, and open the back of your knee. Maintain the leg alert and sharp by pulling it back into your hip joint. 2. Let's do 3 more rounds. 3. And when you lower your leg down, make sure you're pressing your left leg well onto the mat, well onto the ground. Last one iteration. Come up, bend your leg, remove the belt, and let's change the sides. Wrap a belt around your left foot. Now you know the drill. Grab hold of a belt with your left hand. Bring your right arm in line with your shoulder. Get stable here first. Then extend your right leg onto the mat. Then lower your left leg towards the mat or towards the left on the ground. We're going to do 5 reps. 2. Maintain the alertness into the leg. Open the back of your knee and keep pressing the right side of your body well onto the mat. Take support of your hand to keep it grounded. Don't lift the right side of your body, right hip. Last 2 reps. Listen to the resistance, listen to your body. Challenge yourself, but to the extent you can, so that you don't injure yourself. And you keep faith in slow progression, improving your flexibility with time and consistency. Move the belt aside, straighten both the legs. Wiggle your legs side by side. Bring your arms at your sides or on your abdomen. Pause. Bring the soles of your feet onto the mat. Bring your arms in line with your shoulders, palm facing towards the ground. We'll repeat Chathara Parivartanasana. This time, legs straight. Raise your knees up and then straighten your legs so the soles of your feet are roughly facing towards the ceiling. Maintain the breath, don't hold the breath. Arms in line with your shoulders. Knees together, feet together. Now lower your legs all the way down towards the right while maintaining them straight, and then lift them up to the center, go towards the opposite side. So without touching to the ground, go up to the ground and then raise your legs back to the center. 3 more rounds here. Come on, we are together in this. We can do this. Maintain the legs straight. to the extent you can. Last round with all your strength. Once you are back to the center, bend your legs, bring the soles of your feet onto the mat, straighten the legs, wiggle your legs side by side. Pause. Turn to your side and come up. We'll do the variation of Paripurna Navasana and the full pose. Paripurna means full and Navasana means boat pose. So bring your soles or bring your heels onto the mat next to your hips like this, bringing your hands onto the mat, fingers pointing towards the wall at the front. While maintaining this alignment, lift your legs up so that your calves are roughly parallel to the ground and your knees are together. When you do this, make sure you're not rounding your back and going down like this. Instead, lift in the chest. Have a look at your front of the torso. You want to maintain the length there. So no rounding of the back. Lift through the chest and lengthening of the torso. Use your hands to hold the back of your thighs like this. Let's do this together. Hold the back of your thighs with your hands. Lift in the chest and move your body weight more towards the wall at the front. So you are moving more towards your sitting bones. Maintain the natural breath. Few more breaths here. Relax your jaw and loosen the grip of your hands on your thighs. Try to maintain the whole of your legs up using your abdominal strength, the strength of your hips. Slowly release, bring your legs onto the ground. Well done. Straighten the legs, wiggle them side by side, release any tension or tightness. We'll repeat. This time we'll get into the full pose. Once you are ready, come back into the pose with the support of your hands at the back of your thighs, legs bent. Then see if you can straighten both the legs while maintaining your hands as support. And once you are stable here, bring your arms in line with your shoulders, still maintaining that length at the front of your torso. Few breaths here. Relax your face, relax your jaw, straighten the legs. Slowly bend your legs and bring them onto the ground. Well done. Cross your legs, turn towards your side, gentle twist here, maintain the natural breath. Change, turn towards opposite side. Come back to the center and we'll repeat. When you are ready, now you know the drill. Lift your legs up, get stable here first, straighten the legs, then bring your arms in line with your shoulder at the sides of your shin or the knee. Maintain the length at your trunk, not rounding of your back. That means lift in the chest. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Keep breathing. Last 3 breaths here. Release. Well done. Go lean back. Bring your hands onto the mat and wiggle your legs side by side. Lie on your back. Bring your arms at the sides and bring the soles of your feet onto the mat. Bring your right knee close to your right chest and interlock your fingers and place your hands on top of your shin to press your right knee towards the right chest. Straighten the left leg. Lift in the chest, allow the shoulders to go down. Release. Bend the opposite leg and bring your left leg towards the left chest. Once you are stable, straighten your right leg onto the mat. Relax your toes, relax your feet. Release. Now bring both the knees close to your chest and wrap your arms. Either you can hold your hands on top of your shin like this to bring your knees close to the chest, or you can wrap your arms at the top of your knees to bring the knees to the chest. Last 2 breaths here. Release and relax. Straighten the legs. Time to practice Shavasana, corpse pose. Allow your legs to be in the position where there is no hold on them. Similarly, allow your arms in the relaxed position, palm facing towards the ground or ceiling. Find a position that suits you best. Maintain the attention to your breath. See how your abdomen goes up with each inhalation. Now scan your body to see if there are any subtle contractions, tightness, or holds. See if you can let those contractions or tensions release on exhale. It means you visualize that you are letting the tension or the hold disappear with exhalation. You imagine that specific body part is calming, is opening, relaxing with exhalation. Bring your attention back to your face. Allow your jaw to relax. Allow your tongue to relax. Don't maintain any hold. Slowly bring the soles of your feet onto the mat next to your hips. Bend your arms and bring your hands onto your abdomen. Turn to your side and stay in the position for a few breaths before you come up. Use support of your hands and gently come up and sit in cross leg position. Sit upright, sit tall. Take support of your hands to sit upright. Once you are stable, bring your hands next to your chest in prayer position, Namaskar Mudra. Thumbs to your sternum, fingers together and slightly away from your thumbs. Relax your face. Any frown lines at your forehead, let them go. Use inhalation to lift yourself through your lower back up towards the ceiling. Use exhalation to lower your elbows, your shoulders down towards the ground. Congratulate yourself for being engaged in the practice to strengthen your core with gentle smile on your face. Move your chin towards the chest by moving your head forward. Namaste and thank you. Move your head back. Open your eyes. Release your hands onto your thighs. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider giving me a like and let me know in comment section what content you would like to have more. See you next time. Till then, be your best version.